Doc, I'm doing super fantastic, charged up with positive energy, exuberant, excited about life, ready to face my next challenge with courage and enthusiasm. If I was doing any better, my smile would be associated intrusive maladaptive behavior, jacked out of my mind about the 2K experience, and I ain't taking none of it back. That's for real, y'all. Hey, listen, I talk like this all the time. And every time you see me talk, I'm going to
No,
talk
no.
just like this because I don't know why not to. I just don't know why not to do it. Why? Listen, and if you knew what I know about this, then you would be jacked out of your mind too. In fact, if you're not already excited, then you will be in just a few moments. If there's some people that saw this on the very first time we presented it just hours ago last night, jump in the chat for me and just show some excitement. Hey, look, I like to operate in a environment where people are showing excitement. I like the high energy. Please, 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 if you already excited, jump in there and show it, show it, show it. And while you're doing that, let me just take some of that praise and bounce it off of me and back up on Mr. Jock Johnson, who is an amazing gentleman pastor of a thriving, growing, brand new church, and Dr. Steve K. Branch, who is an amazing vetted leader in his own right. I'm grateful to be working with you gentlemen yet once again in this journey we call life, in this endeavor that we call entrepreneurship. And I have been on this journey, y'all, for 30 years of my own. And let me tell you, by the grace of the Most High, I ain't had a job since I was 30 years old, and I'm in my 50s now. And I don't have any plans of going back. And so we keep coming up with ways out of our creativity and according to the creativity that God blesses us to have to create opportunities for not just our families. That's kindergarten level reasoning. Thinking about just my family, but they're coming up with ways to make sure that not just Jock's family or Dr. Branch's family and my family or Tyrone's family can eat and thrive and prosper and experience generational wealth, but everyone that gets involved. So welcome to the 2K experience. Listen, folks, what you're about to see is very important that you know that this information that we're presenting is educational and illustrative purposes, and the 2K experience does not make any guarantees of income or financial results except your initial $2,000 for up to 90 days. We'll tell you more about that in a moment, that under the condition that you have enrolled 2 verified members, we're going to guarantee that for you. I'll tell you more about that in just a moment. And then earnings and rewards are based on individual effort. And so everyone has the same opportunity here, and your participation here is completely voluntary. The same risk that's involved in any participation, any program where there's a financial commitment, that risk is present here, and we don't make any guarantees that you're gonna win on the highest level. But we can guarantee you this, that if you do everything that the program tells you to do, then guess what, folks? You're gonna get exactly the results that the program promises that you're going to get, because we are true to our word. A word from our visionaries. Let me tell you what they said. They said that we are living in an age of massive opportunity, a time unlike any other to explore, grow, and rise together. For years, we've dreamed of being part of a company where members genuinely care for one another, where leaders don't just lead from the front, but lift from within. We've longed to build a movement that doesn't just serve its members, but impacts the world. That dream is now a reality. And the 2K experience is more than a community. It's a culture of excellence where every member feels at home, empowered, and equipped to unlock their highest potential. So come on, step through the door and share in the experience of a lifetime. Those words come from Mr. Jock Johnson and Dr. Steve K. Branch, you just heard from. Again, welcome to the 2K experience. I'm gonna tell you that one more time when we get to the end of this. All right, y'all. Why people are not winning in life and succeeding on the levels that they say that they want to succeed on? It's not that people don't attempt things. You know what it is? That most people are chasing success, but they lack inner alignment. And so we've been taught to look at the things outside of us and then make this vision board and then, make these affirmations. And then we just focus on something long enough and it's going to happen. But folks, let me tell you something. Those people that teach you that are missing one fundamental point, that success doesn't happen from the outside in looking at pictures. It happens from the inside out. And there has to be inner alignment. And then here's the other thing. Wealth without wisdom is unstable. You ever wonder why people have won the lottery, and no matter how many millions of dollars they got, you know what happens to them? I'll tell you what happens to them. The average person, not over 90 something percent of those individuals are broke within 5 years. Doesn't matter how much they won. It could be a million, it could be 50 million or 100 million. It's because wealth consciousness doesn't live in the mind of the person. And so my favorite teacher, Jim Rohn, says, if you should be so fortunate as to come across $1 million, you better hurry up and become a millionaire in your mind, or you won't keep the money that long, right? It won't last that long. It'll leave quickly. And then ultimately, isolation kills growth, but community accelerates it. It's best seen in the way we do our New Year's resolutions. Folks, I'm a proponent of making a resolution. And don't just wait till New Year's, but there's a good energy in the air at that time. But here's the problem with those resolutions. It's not that people decide to change. It's that people decide to change by themselves. But you got to plug into a community and multiply the possibilities that you're going to win. And so we've been taught to not forsake the assembling of yourselves together in our favorite book. Folks, the world tells you to work harder. It tells you to, you got to get yours, I got to get mine. But that's not what we tell you here. The 2K experience has arrived to show you how to unlock the door to elevation without the grind. And let me declare it right here and now that hustle culture is dead. You won't hear any of that here. What you're going to hear is something way different. Now you might be wondering, why 2K? Here it is. 2K is not just 2000. 2K is 2 keys. The K is for keys. You see, inside this movement, 2K is more than money. It's a code. It's a double meaning that defines everything we stand for. Not only does it represent 2 keys, but those keys unlock the door to a life of abundance, mastery, and impact. Key number 1 is inner mastery. Getting help with your spiritual alignment, your mindset, habits, so that your life starts to work for you and not against you. And this, folks, is where success truly begins. And then key number 2 is outer expansion. You go from inner mastery to outer expansion. This is where we take that inner mastery and multiply it through powerful business strategies, wealth creation, and an expanding network. And so ultimately, the 2K experience is about handing you 2 keys to 1 door. And that door leads to infinite experiences of success. So here's some more about key number 1, the inner. So in the inner journey, folks, how do we help people with that? Well, it's real simple. The 2K digital community. We actually already have it. It's not coming. It's already there, and we're currently loading more content. You'll see more content, and you can actually get a chance. We're gonna announce this soon. I'm gonna give you the pre-announcement. You'll get a chance to be a content creator who actually participates in offering information in our community. Look, exclusive courses and master classes. Is that you? You might already have something valuable. We'll look at it. And if it's great, then we'll share it in the community. Learn directly from top-level experts in business, mindset, and spiritual mastery. We need people for this. High-level and high-value ebooks and resources, tools and guides and frameworks to accelerate growth, live webinars and interactive trainings. Folks, personal mentorship and leadership access. There's people out there that are gurus right now that's charging 10,000, 20,000. Shucks, one of my good buddies that we used to run together in network marketing, he charges $40,000 an hour for you to sit down with him and get mentorship. Folks, you don't have to pay anybody $40,000 an hour. The same level of mentoring and leadership is right here inside of the 2K experience. And then we're going to have transformational live events. Because listen, you can't pour from an empty cup. You can't. And so we got an opportunity for folks to gather in immersive environments where breakthroughs happen and connections deepen. And ultimately, the best part is the brotherhood and sisterhood that elevates each one of us. And so we get to be a part of a supportive network that will push each one of us to higher and higher levels of living. And every step of the way, we can feel the support that comes from being a part of something like this. And then key number 2, the outer. What's that? Look, we're going to multiply your wealth and influence and impact. How? Folks, we told you got a lot of training coming, right? So we got wealth creation strategies. You get to learn and apply proven systems to build multiple streams of income. More of that will be coming out. I promise you it's coming. Business acceleration tools. You get access to different frameworks that have been proven and how to scale different ventures that that have nothing to do with the 2K experience as a business, but it has everything to do with something that you're already wanting to do. So we'll help you with that stuff. And then market positioning. Hey, step into an exclusive circle that elevates your brand and opens your high-level connections, opportunities to earn while you grow. And here it is, y'all, an affiliate matrix that offers you the chance to use a powerful 1, 2, 4, 8 single line matrix to benefit from spillover and network duplication. You'll hear more about that single line in a hot second. Now, there's somebody texted me today and said, man, how does that work? And why does it exist? We used to do stuff splitting. I'm going to show you how it works and why it exists. But first, before we show you, I got to tell you what's required. Because what's required will be shown when we show you the illustration of the matrix. What's required? Well, here it is. The 2K experience requires a $2,000 commitment. Here's the truth. $2,000 is not the price. You know what it is? It's just a filter. It separates the interested from the committed. You know what it is? It's a chance for us to see who's scared and who's serious about growing and winning. Because if it scares you, it's not for you. And if it excites you, well, I know why. It's because you know what's on the other side of growing and developing in a community like this and having a chance to give and share. And if that's you, then we're going to welcome you home yet again to the 2K experience. Now, how does it work? Let me show you. Like I said, it's a matrix where you see that there's a 2, 4, and 8 position on each of 3 lines. And then there's a top position where you get the harvest when your time comes. But folks, before you can get to the harvest, you got to go through the seed time. There's seed, time, and harvest. And once you've sown a seed, then you get to go through a process of time, and eventually you get to the harvest. Now, we've created a way to speed that up. So, and without making it possible, without forcing people to have to go and recruit and do things like that. So here you got Janice, Antoine, Aaron, Sean, Robert, Amari, Dewan, and Arnell, and all those individuals are positioned to sow a seed to Anna. Now, in this picture, you can assume that the other individuals on the first and second row, they've already done this. And so now watch what happens when those 8 individuals plant a seed in Anna's life. What happens next? Anna now has hit the harvest, right? She was once down there in the seed position. She hit the harvest. Anna leaves out of the position and she goes and she gets ready for a re-entry, which we have an auto re-entry feature here that helps to make sure that there's always seed time and so that there can always be harvest time. So Anna's now ready to seed again. Watch. Now everybody moves. Ray was in the position up at the top on the right. Now Ray's in position to receive. We need more seeders. Everyone moved up. More seeders came in because people want to be in position. People want to be a part of the 2K experience. Those people came on board, and now more seeds are being planted. Ray just moved out of the position, and now he's over there where Anna is, waiting for another chance to plant another seed. Folks, you know what's happening? People are not being split off. They're putting into a line, right? Now watch what happens. The line look like it's getting real long. It look like it's getting real long. You see that? But people are receiving seeds, and people are planting. People are harvesting. Well, watch what happens. See, it's moving real smooth. It's moving real smooth. But then all of a sudden, right when it looks like the line got really long, you know what we did? You see Janice is in the next position to move over there to the position where Antoine is. Well, we got to move Dawn and Amari and Antoine and Aaron and Sean and Robert. All of those people have already planted seeds, and they're already in position on that particular board. But what happens is we'll go ahead and take those 7 individuals that are in that line and we'll move them there. Janice is automatically going to be put in position because Janice has been waiting the longest. And then all those individuals that have been waiting, they're now in position so that the individuals who have already received will be planting seeds into Janice and then India and then Elijah and so on and so forth. And it will continue to go. Folks, it moves faster as it continues to move on. Let me tell you, this works so well. And as we continue to move, more people will move faster. But you got to know this, that while the earth remains, according to our favorite book, seed time and harvest will never cease. Most folks, if they get wise enough to plant seeds, they got to stay wise enough to let the time elapse. But we sped up the time so that we can make sure that it's not as much time as you normally would have to wait. But guess what? Eventually harvest comes. And somebody says, well, what's the harvest? I'm glad you asked that. The harvest is $12,000 plus you got $2,000 there for your reentry. And then guess what? We made sure that you can bonus too. You know, when you actually get to the harvest position, you could qualify to receive $500 bonus. If you've cycled and have enrolled 2 verified members, you get a $500 bonus. And so your total is $12,500, folks, and you've been re-entered and you're ready to go through it again and harvest again. I need somebody to get excited about what we are doing because this thing is hot. It's hot, y'all. It is hot. What did you just see? You just saw the 2K difference, that there's no mandatory recruiting. We don't force you to do that. But if you do, it's going to help you. It's going to help everybody. There's a single file harvest system, And number 3, you just saw, look, there is a follow me feature, but you know what it's for? It's to make sure we know who brought somebody in. Why? So that you can get bonus. And why else? So that you can get a 90-day no lose guarantee. We make sure that we know who's there and who brought who, and we have technology that tracks everyone. There's people on here who have already experienced that, and you can go in your back office right now, click network, and see the people that you brought in. And guess what, folks? That those people that you brought in guarantees that if you don't receive your harvest within 90 days, your first 90 days of being here, guess what? And you brought in those 2 people, you won't lose your money. You get your $2,000 back. Hey, we're not greedy. We're not in this thing to make sure that people don't win. We're here to make sure that people do win. And so everything has been put in place to make sure that everyone wins. That's why there's a community. That's why there's courses. That's why there's going to be content and events that people can consume and enjoy at no additional cost, folks. So that while you're waiting, you're also growing. So you're not just waiting on funds to hit your account, you're receiving information which is going to increase the funds that hit your account, not just from this, but from everything you do with your life. Folks, success is not a secret, it's a system. And our system is simple. As you climb the stairs of this program, you got to know it's real simple. All you do is get your inviters affiliate link. Whoever invited you on here, if they are already in our program, then they have an affiliate link. Then what we want you to do next is fill that form out completely. And then your account goes into a pending approval status. It's going to pend approval until we get word that, excuse me, that you've complied with what happens next, which is you'll receive instructions telling you who to share your seed with. And once the receiver of that seed confirms your seed, guess what? You'll receive an approval email containing a link for you to join the community. We'll send a link out to you, and you will be able to join the community, folks, and begin to enjoy the content and also to receive instructions. And you'll be plugging in where we can continue to grow and network and communicate with each other and help each other to win in life. So the next thing is for you to secure your spot and get a chance to hold the 2 keys and then step through the door. See, right now, you have a choice. You can watch this movement from the outside, or you can step through the door and claim your space. The clock has already started ticking. There's people on this call right now that have already done it. And if you have, go ahead and indicate that in the chat for me. Go ahead and indicate that in the chat. If you made your move, go ahead and indicate that in the chat. You planted your seed, indicate that in the chat. You brought people already, indicate that in the chat. Go ahead, folks, I'm telling you. And we've already brought a couple dozen people or more in over the course of a few hours. And it will continue to happen. People will be cycling over the course of this weekend. Folks, you need to get involved. You need to get involved. And what I'm going to do is get out of the way, and I'm going to bring back to the forefront Mr. Jock Johnson or Dr. Steve Branch, and these individuals will help close us out for the day and give you further instructions.
Wow. Amazing presentation. Amazing. That's one of the reasons that I got so excited and wanted to be a part of this platform. 2,000 one time out of pocket, that's guaranteed. Now, realistically, one thing that I want you all to keep in mind is the timing of where you sit. Normally, in these type of platforms or any type of networking business, it's very seldom that you end at the beginning when it first launches. You are within the first 10, 15, 25, 50, 100 individuals. And very shortly, it's going to be over 500, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 individuals. And I say that to say there's a very good possibility that you're not only be receiving multiple $2,000 seeds, because what happens every time a seed lands in your pay line, that's paid to you immediately. 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 6 times. And if you are personally referred to, you get an additional $500 bonus. That's 12,500. That could very easily happen in a week or less, or in 2 weeks. In the month of August, by you being early and being registered and have sold your seed, that could happen for you twice. That would be a minimum of about 25,000 you could receive in the month of August. But if nothing transpired for you and you personally referred to, we guarantee each and every one of you, we'll give you $2,000 back. That's how confident we are in this platform and our abilities to grow this to tremendous growth that will be able to bless a lot of individuals. See, what we want to do right now, we want to create the testimonies and the stories. We want the individuals already receiving 4,000, 8,000, 10,000, 12,500 by the end of next week. And you all are in position to do that. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So, and the great thing about the platform as well, the entire matrix do not have to be filled in order for you to receive your gift. As soon as someone sows that seed and you're in position to receive, that 2,000 is being sold directly to you. So it's tremendous. So with that being said, I'm going to ask Mr. Johnson to come on back on the line and give us some closing thoughts. Go right ahead, Mr. Johnson.
All right, Dr. Branch, thank you. And I appreciate your leadership, your vision, your expertise in this space. James Dickerson, you must be butter because you are on a roll, my friend. So we definitely thank you for you giving us this great information. Dr. Branch, go ahead and put in the information for tomorrow night's our our overview that we're going to have tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. If you could put the link there too, that would be great. But I just want to just first and foremost just see if there's any questions, comments that anyone has at this particular time. We like to kind of open things up so everyone can feel like they got their questions answered. I believe the best decision is an informed decision. So if you do have a question, then let's go ahead and see if anyone have a question at this particular time. Go right ahead. Mr. Robin Gore. Yes, sir.
Jock, how are you today?
I'm good. I'm good. How you doing? Are you in Vegas? Or are you here in California now?
No, I'm in LA.
You're in LA. All right. Fantastic. Well, welcome, Robin. You were on our call here yesterday, and so you're back. So that means you are excited about what you're seeing.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I like the cause and what we're doing collectively as a community as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The question I have is, will we be able to see in real time how the matrix of the platform and where you're going and where your seat is there been any, has the internet or software or anything like that going to provide us real time in terms of how we're moving through the matrix?
Oh, absolutely. So through this week, okay, we're looking to get this up by the end of next week, okay, so that people can see it from an automated standpoint, okay. By tomorrow, people will see exactly where they are, okay. There will be a grid, okay, that will be written out that you can see, but all that information, because it's date, and I'm not sure if I'm saying it all right in terms of how it's date stamped in terms of when someone got in.
That's
is
right.
a true follow me system. So, James, did you want to just further on that for Mr. Robin Gore's question there, sir?
Yeah, you said it perfectly, Jock. And that everyone now is absolutely date and time stamp. I mean, they can see that themselves in the email that they got. Nobody has exactly the same time that they came on board. So that tells us who's in line next, right? So we know exactly who brought who, and we know when they came, and also as far as the automation in terms of the actual matrix itself. Yes, the coding is being finished up right now, and we'll be testing it over the next few days, and then we'll be releasing that and moving people. The reason that you're signing up into an affiliate link right now, that's a completely temporary thing. That's your temporary back office. You'll be moved out of that, and then we'll transition you over into a permanent back office where you'll be able to log in and see the matrix in live action as things are moving along. So yeah, there's a lot of great things to look forward to, and it's not long off into the future. This is not a situation where people get strung along for months and months and months. This is a situation where this actually is already happening. So I'm really grateful for that question, Mr. Robin Gore.
I'd like just to give a shout out to what's the gentleman's name from St. Louis? Is that you?
That's me, James Dickerson.
James, you sound familiar. You know, I'm a St. Louis guy, man, born and raised. I probably know you, but down, from way back. But yeah, I've been out in California quite some time. But I was born and raised in St. Louis.
I know some Gores, man. We're gonna have to talk about
it. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for everything.
Right. All right. Fantastic too. And then next Saturday, folks, I just want to make an announcement. I'm doing a live presentation here at my country club at the Brookside Country Club on Saturday. Okay. That'll be Saturday at 10 o'clock. Okay. So we're going to be excited to do that because we're going to be doing a lot of in-person presentations for that. So like Robin is here in the Southern Cal area. We got Mr. Lee Baines that's here too. Kevin Turner, got a lot of leadership that's here in the Southern Cal area. So that's going to be next Saturday at 10 o'clock. Okay. Definitely invite your guests out. Okay. We'll do like a breakfast, kind of like a brunch, so to speak, while people hear about this amazing opportunity. So that'll be our first, at least for my first. Some of you guys are already want the presentation, slides right now, but that's what's going to happen next Saturday. So if you want to do a presentation and you want us to zoom in or do a launch call for you, definitely let us know that, okay? Because there'll be a lot of private, presentations. A lot of people are already asking to break off right now and do their own thing with the PowerPoint. They love the PowerPoint. That's obviously, if you saw it yesterday, it has grown just from yesterday. But folks, that's what this is going to do. This is going to lead tens of thousands of people to this platform. So once again, I want to thank you all for chiming in here today. So Wesley Hodges has a question. So Wesley,
let me ask a question in the chat first, very quickly. Sheila, yes, you can use comma, affirm, afterpay, Zezel. You can use them all, whatever you choose to be able to sow your initial seed. And yes, the 90-day guarantee is in writing. So with that being said, Mr. Wesley Hodges, go right ahead.
All right, thank you guys. The presentation is awesome. We're very excited over here. I'm a little bit confused on how the matrix is going to work. Is there any way we can go back to the slides and take a look at how that works one more time? Because I'm not familiar with the single line concept.
Yes, sir. We could look at that one more time. Which part of it confuses you?
Well, whenever the 8 on the bottom totally disappear, when you take those 8 people off, I'm not quite sure where all 8 of those people go.
Oh yeah, we show it to you. So I'm glad you asked that. So let me show
I
you.
was looking. I mean, I saw that they went to the side in a line, but I'm confused how the person at the top went into that second row area, or maybe the third row.
Oh yeah,
But anyway, if you could just let me see that again.
yeah, sure.
I'm a little bit, because I've never seen that system before, and I've seen a lot of systems.
Well,
And I know this, and I know if Jock and Dr. Steve put this together, it's going to work great. So,
yes, sir. Thank you. Let's see. Share screen. All right. Where we at?
okay.
Hold on.
Now I haven't seen that screen before. Okay, there we go.
All right. Yeah, that was just kind of jumbled up. All right.
Okay.
It was like in between.
Okay.
Okay, let me see. All right. So you know that Anna got.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So you moved Anna. Okay.
So you see the people that were in the seating position are now waiting to get on the next row up, right?
Okay, because Ornell went right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you see that? Now new people just came in.
Okay, so the new people, they're actually paying Ray.
They're paying Ray.
All the new people. So once Ray gets paid, then okay. Okay, so the person in blue moved over to the single line.
Yep.
Okay. And then Fish is going to move up. Oh, they're all going over there.
Everybody goes over there after they pay.
Okay. All right. So you're actually starting a separate matrix down at the bottom.
Yeah, and those people that are going over there to the next matrix, those individuals have already received a harvest. You see that?
Right. Yep. Yep. Okay.
All right. So then what happens is when you saw the big block of people move, that's so that people don't have to wait for days and days and days and days. We just take those people. Hold on a second. Now Arnell's get paid. All right, take those people and bam. So where normally in other matrices you've seen where it splits down the middle, and then you start 2 boards and then it splits again. Now you got, so what we've done is we made it possible for the people so that everyone gets to move up in the same order that they came in. All right. So everyone moves in the order that they came. And then as these move, as Janice now moves into another one, and Indy and Elijah and Michael and Jacob and Jennifer, those boxes clear out. The people that are next in line, the next 7 people, they'll take those spots, and then it'll keep moving and it'll start speeding up because of that. You see?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now, will there ever be more than 2 boxes, or
yeah, it'll have to be. It'll have to be. Yeah,
the system has to be more than 2 matrix. Yeah.
Yeah. And the system will automatically do that.
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
It basically starts new matrix with the people who've already received the harvest.
Very good. Thanks for asking that question.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Lee Baines, how can we help you, my friend? Lee out of Southern California. Bang, Niners game.
Let's go Niners. Okay. So I just wanted to say, you know what, after this is all new. This is a great concept. You're not leaving anybody out. And I've given some feedback, and I see you guys have already, I don't know. I mean, I gave feedback and you guys have already listened. So the bottom line is this, ladies and gentlemen, they are creating a system here where you're going to win and win quickly. And it's just a never ending. It's never ending. I just love it. No one is left out. Everyone can win. And then if you sponsor 2 people, you get a guarantee. I mean, there ain't nobody going to guarantee nothing on this planet, and this is amazing. So, I mean, wow, this is incredible. You guys are doing a great job, and thank you for Dr. Steve Branch and Jacques and everybody doing the presentations. It's fantastic. I just wanted to give a shout out to you guys. Thank you very much for listening, and thank you for your brilliance, man. Brilliance. This is fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you, Lee.
All All right, Lee. Lee, incredible leader, 30 years in the industry. So this is just absolutely incredible to have him be a part of this platform. Sheila asked, is this international? Well, we are, yep, Dr. Branch already beat me to it. So yes, this is, okay. Specifically when it's going to come to the crypto piece with this, okay, because we're looking to have our own coin here too, the 2K coin. So that's going to be something that's going to definitely go internationally there also, because crypto is kind of like the world passport, if you will, in terms of being able to do certain things like this. Okay. Now, I will say as a caveat, there's certain countries that we just need to make sure that the gifting platform is definitely viable in those areas. When the coin will launch, okay, well, we are in the formulation of that. That will be announced at our launch on September 1st, okay, when that will be launching off here. So, so there's a lot of phases that are going to be decided and actually presented on the 1st. So we're working tirelessly just to make sure that all these different things happen just the way we say they're going to happen. So I just want to thank you all for your vote of confidence, and we look forward to helping you all reach your dreams and goals. We just put in the Telegram chat our link to the Telegram page. If you haven't done so yet, because we give a lot of tidbits throughout the day, if you can go ahead and just join there. You know, they say we don't give anything away for free, but our Telegram page is free. Okay. So go ahead and click onto that. Okay. So you can be a part of all the insights. Okay. All the updates. Okay. With that, welcome, Sheila, to see you joined the community. So listen, folks, we are just so excited to be with you all here this Saturday. I know a lot of people are at weddings. Got a couple of people that are traveling this weekend right now. So if you can all just go and start sharing with other people your experience so far with you listening to this platform. Then tomorrow, folks, it's going to be game time. Okay, so tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 Central, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we'll be back with you, folks, with this amazing platform here with the 2K Experience. Special thanks, shout out to James Dickerson for a great presentation there today. He keeps getting gooder and gooder. And Dr. Branch, thank you for your expertise. So with that being said, folks, just remember, okay, the key to this business is that you want to self-drive your organization. You have a network that you can look at to 100 independent reps in your organization. Not that you brought in personally, but that's in your organization. Because when you self-drive, it goes from being self-driven to system-driven. And when it's system-driven, folks, watch out. That is when the magic happens. So with that being said, folks, we want to thank you for taking out some time on your Saturday to be with us. And if there's any other things that you want to share with Dr. Branch,
you've done it, sir. Great presentation for everyone.
All right. Well, fantastic.